to give you a place to start pole dancing as beginners. You want to understand how to progress safely and which muscles to use so that you can do it forever. Hopefully, right? That's the goal. So I had a shoulder injury after maybe like a decade of doing pole dancing. I didn't even realize what I was doing wrong. So you can do pole dancing without the proper form, and you can do it for quite a long time until one day you're doing it and something will break, just like me. So I had my shoulder, got messed up, and it was weird because I was in the move, and for a split second, I thought, oh, I think this is wrong. I think that something isn't, and then it went snap, and I hurt my shoulder. It took a long time to rehabilitate it. So I want to avoid all that stuff for you. So if we begin with a good place, a good foundation first, then you don't have to worry about trying to fix something later or undoing muscles that got really strong in the wrong ways. So let's start with our feet on the mat. They're going to be right underneath your hips. Good. We'll start with a little warm up. I'll kind of talk through it a little bit, and then we'll do some tricks and we'll put them together as a combo. So rolling back the left shoulder, then the right shoulder. Definitely easier to learn and correct your body now before you get super pole dance strong. Or maybe you're just coming back to the basics. This is a good video for that too. Last 4, 3, 2, and then reverse direction other way. Now I feel much stronger after doing workouts similar to this and paying attention. Breathe. Hold it there, bring the arms up. I like to think about splashing my face with water and then open the elbows and then all the way down like angel wings. Bring up. Elbows together, ribs stay down, open up, and then out to the sides. Inhale. Inhale. Good. Use your breath to bring your mind right back into your body. Because not being mindful of what your body's telling you today is also not so good. So inhale, be compassionate. Exhale, let it go. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it there, roll the wrists. And then reverse the roll, other direction. Good. We'll start with our back on the pole. So I want you to think about what it feels like to have your entire spine on the pole and then your ribs to be on the pole as well. So if your ribs are flaring out when you roll your shoulder blades back, then your job is to try to squeeze or knit together the front of the ribs so the back of your ribs are on the pole. Good. And then roll one shoulder at a time. Good. Keeping the ribs down. One shoulder at a time. We're just going to slow down and pay attention to what your body's saying, what muscles are tight, where can you let go? Good, last one, and then legs wide, and then arch your body so chest comes forward, hands on the tops of your knees, and then round your spine, restacking right back onto the pole, and then arch. If you know yoga, this is cat-cow. But really imagine and feel each vertebra as they restack on the spine. Right onto the pole. Good. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you... Wait, what did I say backwards? Exhale as you go down. Inhale. Inhale to rise up. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Good, and then hold your spine on the pole. So you'll have a little bit of an arch in the lower spine, but your ribs are on, shoulders are rolled back. Roll through the elbows. Good, don't worry, at the end of this class, I have a little coupon for you to use so you can get into the 4-week session a little cheaper. And then reverse other way. It's more important to me that you understand the ideas and the methods so you can go farther. Last 2. Last 1, shake it out. And then step behind the pole. So one foot is hooked in the front with your ankle on the front. And the other one is stepping behind so that your knees can grab the pole. It's okay if you have pants on. But squeeze the pole between the knees. Sit down like you're squatting in a chair and stand up through your legs. Down. And squeeze through your legs. Hips to the pole. Down. Squeeze. Nice. Last two. Last one. Good, hold it low. And then practice with one arm. No arms. Oh! And then bring your body back up to standing. Shake it out. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. Wrapping the ankle in front, the toe behind. Sit back so that your knees are on the pole. Yeah, nice job. So get it out of the thighs and put it in the knees. Yep. And then squat down, and whatever hand was on the bottom before is now on the top. Good, and stand up through your knees. Use your quads. Nice job. Looks good. 4 more. 3. Squeeze your butt. Last one, hold it low and practice one arm. No arms. One arm. No arms. Nice job. Shake it out. Good, standing wide, super wide. Side to side with your hips. Good, big circle rolls. Opening up the hip flexors. They get really tight from sitting in chairs and cars. Last 2. And reverse other way, circle. And breathe. Perfect. Last 2. Last one, hold it there, bring the feet together, and then take your shoulders up to your ears and then release and press them back down. Lift and press down. Good, shoulder shrugs. So think about your shoulder blades going right into your back pockets. Good, your ribs are pulled in. Remember what it felt like when your back was on the pole? That's how straight your spine needs to be. Last one. Good, same thing with your arms up. Down and up. We're gonna put the back on the pole again. So you want your ribs on the pole, shoulders rolled back. So externally rotated through your shoulder. Your ribs are on the pole. And then lift your arms as far as you can before the ribs pop off. So lift the arms, keep the back of the ribs on. And then when you get to the point where your ribs want to pop off, just stop right there and then lower back down. Do it again. Lift until that point and then lower back down. So it might not be all the way up over your head in a 180, or maybe it is, or maybe it's past because you're super bendy. Last 2. Good, I'm gonna watch you. Last 1, and then hold it at the top, squeezing the ribs together in the front, putting the back of the ribs on the pole, put the back of the head on the pole. Good. And then rise up, shrug your shoulders, and then drop your shoulders using your shoulder blades. Your lat muscles are the muscles right underneath your shoulder blades. Rise up, lower it down. Yes. Last 2. Good, last 1. And then shake that off. Perfect. Interlace your fingers high on the pole. This one is the same as the one we just did, but now we have something to hold on to. So your arms are up and you're shift your hips back. So now your arms are actually over your head, right? Pull your ribs in and do the same thing. Shrug your shoulders and drop. Shrug your shoulders, drop. Pull the rib cage in. So imagine your shoulder blades are sliding down your back and your elbows are straight. Good, your abs are tight. Good, last 2. Last 1, shake it out. Good, we do that one to wake up the parts of the body that need to engage when our arms are above and we're pulling on the pole, yes? All right, feels good? Big roll through your wrists. All right, last 2 exercises. We want to warm up our abs. So I'm going to come down, roll down one vertebra at a time, pull over your head, line up your nose with your belly button in the pole. So it's one straight line, and then lift one leg off the ground, then the other leg, and you are in, we call this tabletop, or inverted tabletop, and then drop one toe at a time. So pull on the pole with your arms, elbows are parallel, lower back is on the ground. See if you can find your inner pelvic floor. Those are the muscles between your pelvis, the tip of your pelvis, and your belly button. Breathe. Pelvic bone and the belly button. That little space right there. pull on the pole. Relax through your upper traps. That's the muscle underneath your ear, between your ear and the tip of the outside of your shoulder. Breathe. Good. Fire up the lower pelvic floor. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Good. Last one. Legs straight to the air and roll the ankles. Straight up. Good. And then reverse direction, other way. Good, and pull the knees in tight for a hug, and then roll to one side, and then press your body up from the floor. Face your pole with your legs straddled, so your arms length away with a straddle. Good, and then take your hands over to the side on the outside of your thigh, and turn your chest towards the floor. Bring your hips last. Good, and then toe comes around, knee, toe. And then do it again. Bend the outside knee. Turn your body toes to the floor, pressing out, twisting back up to where you began. I call these scorpion twists. So you're gonna put your hands on the floor next to your hip, and then your chest comes down first, hips come down, then your knee, then your toe. Then lift your toe over your back to the other side. Keep shooting your leg, pressing into the floor with your hand, back to straddle. Over the other side. Chest down, hips down, knee down, toe, tap the floor, and then reach behind with your toe and your scorpion tail. Reach your foot away so you're sitting up in a straddle. Good, and then do it again, other side. Inhale, down, open. Good, if you ever find yourself yawning when you're doing a workout, it just means you haven't breathed deep enough into your lower lungs. Breathe through your lower lungs, through your rib cage. Breathe and twist. Feel your back expand with every breath. Flow and push and turn and twist and smile. Other side. Good, last 2. Beautiful, last one. Oh, it looks awesome. Good, and then hold it here and then over one leg. Over the other leg. Nice job. Bring both legs together, swing underneath, and then step up one leg at a time. Perfect. You can move the mat to the side. All right. I forgot to ask, any questions or specific things you want to make sure we do today? Okay, cool. So just start off with the first move, which is a 360, or I like to call it a step around, because that's exactly what you're doing. So stepping around the pole like this, and let me break it down. So while you're standing, you're gonna be externally rotated through your shoulder. So externally rotate with me so your bicep is up. Your palm is towards the sky. Good, now that you're here, lift your arm halfway. And then take your forearm and turn it the opposite way that your bicep is turning. Yes? So externally rotate, bicep to the sky, lift your arm halfway. And then take your forearm and your palm and rotate down, keeping your bicep lifted. Good, and then reach up for the pole here. Yes? So by doing that, we're gonna take the we're gonna take the scapular, and we're gonna wrap it onto the rib cage. Yes? So that bone, that shoulder scapula is gonna wrap onto the rib cage. Good, and then from here, you're gonna pull through your pelvic floor. So you're slightly pulled in, and then you're gonna push down, or squeeze rather, with your ribs. Shoulders roll back. Good, and the inside foot steps forward. So when I step forward, I mean forward away from the pole. Yes, not around the pole. So I'm gonna step forward, and then as I come around, now I face the pole and do a one-legged squat with my outside leg out, spin around by pivoting through the ball of the foot, and then stand up on the other leg, one-legged squat on the other side. So remember, pull down with the arm, pull up with the abs, pivot on the toe, other side. So there's a lot of commands here. There's a lot of talking about the way your body should feel, and you might not feel it today. You might not feel it for 100 more times. And then one day you'll be like, oh, that's what Angie was talking about. Now I feel the shoulder blade wrapping on my ribs. It might take a while, and that's all right. So other side of the body, externally rotate, bicep to the sky, internally rotate the forearm, reach up high. So your arm is engaged through the lat, and then pull up with your pelvic floor, step forward, inside foot, and then pivot, reach out and away with your arm across the body, grab the pole, step down, stand up through the other leg. Good. So the whole time I want you to feel like you're kind of doing a little crunch, so your abs are fired up, and your arm is pulling down. So try it on both sides of the body. Maybe this is really easy for you. So if it is, I want you to think about which body parts are engaged. This move, I have do my most advanced, my level 5 still do this move. I have them do this as a warm-up because it can help you focus on engaging the core and using the muscles before you do a nice big workout. So it's a great exercise, it's a great warm-up to reconnect with your body. Good, make sure your breath is helping you. Bend and straighten through the leg that you're standing on. Perfect, easy enough. All right, let's just hook our leg on the way around. So I'm just gonna hook, I call it a flamingo, because you're kind of standing with one leg on the ground, one leg on the pole. So that trailing foot. So I'm sweeping around, grabbing the pole, step down, and then lift up, hooking the heel on the front part of the pole, or the back part of the ankle on the front of the pole. Inner thigh on the inside. Beautiful, looks good. Try the other side if you didn't already. Stepping, grabbing around the chest height. Step down on the toe, stand up through the leg, hooking the pole on the outside of the ankle. So switch the legs. So it'll be the leg, the trailing leg. So if I'm coming around and step this leg down, now stand up with the leg you started turning on. Does that make sense? So the inside foot. So if my right hand is high and my right foot is down, then I'm gonna step around with the left, grab hold with the left hand, step down, and then up the right leg. Yes? Good, so try it again, one on each side. Use your breath, engage your core. Nice. Pull down with your lat muscles. Easy enough? Feels good? All right. So let's put one more move on the end of that. This is called an over rotation. So I'm just stepping behind my body. So if we start from the last move, I'm gonna take the foot that's hooked on flamingo and sweep. So I'm gonna sweep it along the horizon and behind until my butt, the side of my leg, my armpit catch the pole. So the outside leg and the outside arm are high, and I turn and pivot until I feel the pole touch my body right here. So it's not very far, it's only half a turn. Turn, turn, turn. Armpit grip. Yes. So sometimes this grip right here that we did to get around the pole is called half bracket. Sometimes it's called baseball grip. Our thumbs are up. So then when we do this turn and do an over rotation, we're going into the armpit, which is called, I call it an armpit grip, or a basic invert grip, or a stronghold grip. So you're holding it on the inside of your bicep, your armpit. Yeah, let's try the other side if you didn't already. So your leg is up from flamingo. You're gonna release the leg from the pole and sweep it in a semicircle around until your leg stops you from going anywhere else. Beautiful. Good, let's put the whole thing together. So we're stepping around, pulling down with the lats, pulling up with the pelvic floor, step down, stand up, flamingo, and sweep your leg, grab with the inside armpit, bam. Yes, so your hands will kind of be in your face. They're sort of in the way, but that's all right, that's where they need to be. Yep, and then take that inside foot behind, and yes! It's beautiful. Make sure you breathe the whole time. Try it on the other side if you didn't already. Externally rotated with the bicep, around the pole, grab at chest height, around wide knee, so it's like a wide knee squat, and then hook for the flamingo, and release the hook. Pivoting on the inside foot. Beautiful. Into the armpit. Yes, hope that makes sense. Good, one more time each side. Beautiful, breathe, turn, yes. And then turn, and beautiful. Don't let go. Other side. Big breath. Hook, yes. Gorgeous. And step. Very, very nice. So let's take a break and do a fan kick all on its own, and then we'll add it to the combo. So a fan kick is in this position that we ended. So the inside leg is gonna come down in front of the body and then around. And like if I was imagining this was a clock dial, when the leg got to midnight or 12 o'clock, it's money time. So I lift both legs and then down with the inside leg, over with the outside leg, and then pivot my hips. So I'll show you what I mean. So this inside leg is gonna draw a circle when it gets to 12 o'clock, money, down, over, pivot. So we could also do this with bent knees. So make sure your hands are right at face height and your elbows are pulled in tight to your body. So we're still externally rotated through the shoulder, and then we're widening the collarbones, pulling down with the lats. Pulling down with the biceps. So as I swing this leg down, when I get up top, so if you do it fast with a swing, it's a little easier, or you could do it with the knees bent as well. So think about trying to do one leg, then the other leg, and if you swing it in a circle, it doesn't have to be a big circle. It could be a little circle down here, a little, yes! And then as soon as you land, so the toe comes down, and then over pivot. So you're coming out, and I'm on the other side of the pole. So as soon as your toe drops, this hip is gonna go around and turn. Yes? So if this inside foot is your right leg, swing the right leg up, down, over, pivot. Yes! Make sure you exhale when your legs come up and use that inner pelvic floor to help you get around other side of the body. So your arms are here. Externally rotated, squeezing with your bicep. Inside leg is gonna swing down, also going the other direction. Money at the top, down, over, pivot. Remember, a swing is easier than a muscle up like I just did. Breathe, exhale. Core is working. Leg is doing a circle. Woo! Very nice. Beautifully done. Remember, your biceps are gonna do work. Your elbows are in close to your sides. Lifting through the heart. Yes! Squeezing your shoulder blades together in the back. Nice. Can we put it all together? All right, so here's the part I want you to catch. This transition, if you let it happen, it'll flow kind of on its own. So I'll show you from flamingo. So if we were here, I turn around here, and then I keep the momentum going, I can fan kick. So if I was here, I swing back, and then I keep this leg moving, turn back the other way. Yeah? So let's just try it from flamingo, and then we'll put the whole thing together. So if you're here, your leg is up. You're gonna swing the leg around, so you're creating momentum by spinning. Put your toe down, keep the momentum going by leaning, and then bring the leg the other direction. So if you allow the momentum to take you, your leg's just gonna come right along with it. So using your head to lean back as well. So when you hear, lean your head to the side, plant your outside foot, lean as you lift one leg up and over, pivot the other way. Yes, yes, yes! Beautiful! Breathe the whole time. Try it again with a big breath. Good, flamingo back. Follow the momentum. Fan kick. Whoops! Good, try again. Spin back, keep the leg going. Yes! Woo! It was looking good. try the other side. So I'll turn into the armpit grip. Keep the leg going, keep leaning, and fan kick the other way. Nice! Woo, that was your happy side. Or maybe it was doing the other side so much that it remembered it better. Sometimes that happens. Gotta do it again with a big breath. Yes, beautiful, yes, beautiful, yes, beautiful. Oops.
Get my legs switched in my head.
Yeah. Your legs are like, I don't remember which direction. That's okay. There we go. They keep that spin going. Yeah. Ooh, not bad at all. So if we take it from the top, it'll look like this. Step around, abs are working. Flamingo. Turn. Breathe. Good. I'll do it on the other side. If you're visual and want to do it together, we can do it together. Abs are working, grab around. Big wide knee squat. One leg to stand. Hold. And then turn into the armpit grip. Let the leg of the following leg come through. Fan kick the other way. Beautiful. Woo, that was nice. Good, let's try it one more time on each side. Hopefully it feels like a workout.
Oh yeah.
Yay! Stepping around. Hooking on the flamingo. Beautiful. Swinging the leg behind into the armpit or stronghold grip. Let the leg come through. Momentum. That's right. Go, we'll do one more and then take a mini break so you can get some water. We can roll out our wrists a little more. Take a big breath. Good, stepping around the pole. Engage through your pelvic floor. Wide knee squat, standing up on one leg. Breathe. Bend and squat and hook and beautiful. And take a mini break and then swing the leg behind. Armpit grip, shoulders out of your ears. Fan kick, beautiful. Yes! All right, mini break. If you want some water, make sure you grab some water. I'm gonna grab some water as well. Perfect. Roll out the wrist or any muscle that might feel kind of tight. Pay attention to that muscle. Don't push through it. Pain is not gain. Bad pain is not gain, I guess. Good, shake it out. Okay, beautiful. So let's do so the next move, we're gonna walk into a firefly. Sometimes I've heard it called a fireman or a fire lady. So it looks like this. So we're gonna walk. Good, so the inside arm is high, and you want to get, the higher you can get with your arm, the more space you have to fall, right? And when I say fall, you're gonna fall with grace. So you're externally rotated, your arm is lifted, grabbing onto the pole, and your abs are gonna be turned on. So when you walk, you're gonna have to re-grip as you walk around to keep your hand up high. And I like to think about that if I was to draw a circle around this pole like a tree ring, I'm gonna follow that ring. So I am gonna turn my hips and step one foot in front of the other on that ring. Beautiful, re-grip on top every time it kind of starts to wrap or slide down. And then after you grab high and your inside steps forward, the outside foot comes around. So this feels a lot like the step around. The only difference is instead of coming to the floor, I'm gonna bring my ankle to the pole. And so have you ever ballroom danced where you have to, or seen it? You've seen it, right? You've had to, the partners hold each other at a certain distance away, right? Yeah, so that same idea where the arms are fixed and they make sure that the partner doesn't get too close so they have space to move. Same thing with the legs. So your legs are just the partner arms in ballroom dancing. So you're gonna hold that shape So you have this space here between you and the pole. So this leg is active, but it's not really pulling in and it's not really pulling out. It's sort of holding you in space. And the leg is externally rotated, and the other side does the same thing. So you're gonna squeeze the pole between the ankles. So let's do it again. Inside step forward, inside grab high, outside leg, hook the heel. The inside foot goes to the back of the pole. So the front of the ankle wraps on the back of the pole. Yes. So if you open the legs, it's called firefly. If you squeeze them, I call it fireman. Lots of people have different names, but it's nice to know there's a difference. So let's try it again. That's a lot of talking. Now we want more action, yes? Reach up high, step forward, inside foot. Sweep the leg, hook the heel, and then the back foot to the back of the pole. Land on your toes, pivot out to stand. Ooh, not bad at all. Good, try it again. Use your breath. Inhale, hook the heel, back foot to the back. Yeah, beautiful. Good, try your other arm if you didn't already. So take a few walks around the pole. And then after an inside step, outside leg sweeps around, hooks the heel, inside foot to the back of the pole, toes down, pivot out to stand. Woo, nice. That was beautiful. Good, take a big breath.
Most graceful I've felt.
Yeah, that was a good one. I saw that. Good, try it again when you're ready. Hey, nice. Super nice. That looks awesome. Perfect. Feels good?
Yes.
All right, so we'll just take it back a couple moves, and then we'll take it all the way back to the top, and then we have one last thing to add on. So we'll take it back to the over rotation. Well, I guess we could take it to flamingo, because flamingo kind of gives you the momentum that you need. So we'll go flamingo to the over rotation, to the fan kick, and then reach up high, the inside arm to walk around the pole, right into your firefly, or squeeze the knees, fireman. Toes land first, booty up to stand. Yes? So after you do your fan kick, you're gonna switch, and the inside arm is the other side. There we go. So the low arm will go reach up, and you'll start walking on the other side of the body. And spin. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. All right, other side of the body, so other flamingo leg. Sweeping your leg around over rotation. Fan kick. And then reach up with the inside arm. Walking around the pole. Inside step, outside hooks the heel. Breathe, stand up through your toes. Yes. Ooh, that was nice. Mini break if you need it, and then we'll take it from the very, very top. Yeah, if you have to wipe the pole, want to wipe it. If you feel like your hands are getting a little sweaty, I recommend Dry Hands. My favorite brand. All right, so step around, reach up high, step with your inside foot around the pole. Breathe, hook to flamingo. Open up to the armpit grip, fan kick, back the other way. Reach up high, walk into your firefly. Land on your toes, pivot, booty up, holla! That was nice. Try again, other side. Other arm is high, remember that engagement through the lats, pull up through your pelvic floor. Step with the inside foot, rotate on the ball of your foot, wide knee squat, step down, step up, hook, flamingo. Open up right into the armpit grip, fan kick. Reach up inside arm, walk around the pole. Ready for spin, swing your leg out and around. Breathe and stand up, good. So in order to use gravity to your advantage, the more you can keep your hips away from the pole, the better. Because if you're spinning around the pole in a big wide circle, then you don't have to hang on as much because there's all this friction. So if I'm out here, it's a lot easier to have more friction and I drop slower. If that makes sense? But if I'm here, then I drop really fast because the only thing holding on is my hand. So when I'm out here, my hand does not have to grip the pole as much. Does that make sense? So I don't have to death grip because I'm here, and so I'm just cupping and creating tension, or friction rather, so you barely need your thumb to do as much. But when you're in really close, your hand has to do a ton of work to stay on, because that's the only direction is down. But if the direction is out, it's not as easy to get your hand down the pole, yeah? You don't have to grip as much. So think about that when you're coming around. So even when you step around, when you do your 360, your hips go out and away. So now I don't have to hang on as hard with my grip. So if I'm out here, my hips are away, I don't have to hold on as hard. But if I stay really tight in, I've really got to hold on super tight. And then your hand goes really numb and your arms are sore and you can't figure out why your forearms hurt, right? So hips away means less work you have to do in your grip. Good. It looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So when you do your spin, same idea, right? When we do that firefly, I'm swinging the hips out and away and then hooking the heel back, but I'm keeping the hips away because then my grip doesn't have to super grip. I can just create friction by pulling the chest and the hips away from the pole, from the center of the spin, right? Okay. Feels all right? It looks good. So same thing, even when you're doing the pole walk, your hips are going out. You barely have to hold on with the upper hand, yeah? So our brains, when we first do things like this, or even rock climbing, our brains think our hands and our arms have to do everything, but really it's the rest of the body that is cooperating to take pressure and work off of the hands. So let's do the last move. It's the pirouette. So it looks like this. So this is, we call it a twisted grip pirouette because for a second you're in twisted grip. So it looks like this. So the outside foot, I always imagine I'm on a tightrope and you want to start your spin behind the pole. So your body's behind the pole and your outside foot is in front. Then the outside hand comes across the body. Thumb down, palm down. And this hand is just a push hand. So don't grab the pole and hang on, but push. So you're just gonna help you with stability and help you push through that space. So then when you push to the back, now if you look up, you can see your thumb is in the way. So we're gonna take the thumb off of the pole and then turn. If you imagine if you were wearing a wristwatch, you're gonna put the face of the wristwatch on the back of the pole. Okay, so let's try that again. So you're on a tightrope, you're behind the pole, inside arm is high, outside hand comes across the body, pivot through your toes, so you start to come underneath your armpit, make sure your thumb is down and your palm is pressing the bottom of the pole. And then your top hand, put your wristwatch on the pole, and then now your front leg's gonna step on the tightrope behind you, keep turning through, release the bottom arm and grab the top. There's a lot happening at once, right? Good. So try it again. Let me see it this time. So you're turning. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Let's do just the feet without the arms. So let go of the pole. So one foot is in front. The outside foot from the pole is always the one in front to start. Turn to the back. And then now your front foot is the outside leg. And step that foot behind you on your tightrope. Turn to the front. Yep. So that, yeah. So that's what's happening with your feet. So try again. Outside foot in front, turn to the back. Step behind you on a tightrope, really small step, doesn't take much. Turn to the front. Yeah. Yes! Good. Same thing. All right, try it again, but add the arms. So turn to the back through the balls of your feet. Your hands are just supporting on the pole. Flip your top hand to the wristwatch all the way through, stepping and pivoting. Not bad. So imagine if you're behind the pole, you're gonna go straight. So you don't want to try to go around the pole just yet. So here, you're just going to take a small step and you're going to land right next to the pole. Let's try the other side. Same thing, foot in front, foot behind. Outside hand comes across, thumb down. Push through, turn the top hand into the wristwatch grip, and then now it's in twisted grip, keep coming through, and now I'm back to where I started. Yes, so the outside foot in front, you're behind the pole. Outside foot in front, reach across the body, thumb down, palm to the pole, turn to the back. The wristwatch comes to the back of the pole. Step on your tightrope behind your body, pull through that space, grab on top. Not bad. Try again. Sometimes it's a brain exercise, yes? So turn.
Yeah.
Step and around. Yeah, that was good.
Felt a little better.
Yeah, that was awesome. Perfect. Oh, that one was super good. Okay, let's put the whole thing together, and then we got a mini cool down, and then I'm gonna give you the code and the link for the website. So the whole thing, let's try together. So stepping around the pole, grabbing at chest height, 360, flamingo. Sweep your flamingo into the over rotation. Fan kick, pull down with your shoulders and around. Walk around, the inside arm becomes the top arm. Spin, firefly, toes land, sweep through, and then turn, pirouette. Not bad. One more time on your opposite side. Big breath, stepping around the pole, step down, stand up, flamingo. Unwrap your flamingo leg into an armpit grip, fan kick right here. Breathe at the top. Inside arm grabs high, walk through that space. Spin right into your firefly. Make sure your breath is going with you. Good, and then keep turning through for pirouette. Yes, there's really no right or wrong how you connect all of these moves, but I want you to work on them. So if there's any of them that you're feeling sticky, make sure you post in the group page. I'd love to hear about it, or you can message me directly. And then we're gonna have a little link. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat box. So you'll have to click on it, because I think as soon as we get off the Zoom call, it goes away. So click, I think Blake is doing that, or someone in the background. Put it in the chat box, and then your code for your $10 off is START10. So we'll put that in the chat box too. Bring your feet close to the base. Reach your arm over your head. We're gonna cool it down. Breathe and walk out. So the hand above your head is in a cup grip. That means the thumb and the fingers on the same side of the pole, making a cup. Perfect. And then switch to the other side. Reaching your hand up, over, reach so that your spine goes tall, and then over for the pole, hips to the side, and walking it out. 4 more. 3, 2. Good. Last one. Interlace your fingers on the pole and send your hips back. Wiggle out your hips, pull your ribs in so you're rounded through your upper back. Cross one leg over in a figure 4, and then bend the leg you're standing on. Roll through the ankle of the cross leg. And then reverse your roll other direction. Go ahead and then stand up through your legs. Switch to the other side. Squatting like you're sitting in a chair. Roll the ankle. Feel a little hip release right here. Go ahead and then stand up front of your pole. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Ear to the left. Then pull your chest, or your hips out rather. Open your chest. Rolling your shoulders back. Beautiful. Breathe, and then send your head forward over to the other side. Ear to the shoulder. I love this one. Good, and then roll right back to center. Pull back in. Roll the wrist. Hands right at your heart. Thank you for joining me today. I had a super good time. I hope you had fun. How did it go?
Good.
Good. 2 thumbs up. Okay, let's see if it's in the chat box now. I can't tell from where I'm standing, so I'm just gonna guess. Oh, cool, it's in there. So you can click on that and it should open up another window for you. This is our new website. So everything's going to be living over there at some point. So right now, a little bit of it is on the other site. Yeah, and then there'll be an update March 1st, so it'll even look even better. So this is good. So that's where you can buy it. It
Cool.
says 69, but you put in start 10, and it'll be 59. Cool. Any other
Sounds
questions?
good.
Yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns?
No, that felt good. They're nice and smooth, easy things to get back into it.
Yay, awesome. All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you next week if you're
Yes.
signing up for that tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, well, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.